It is now my pleasure to introduce Adam Busch, who today will receive his Doctorate of Physical Therapy. Adam will offer the graduate student address on behalf of the class of 2023.
Hi, guys. Good afternoon. My name is Adam Busch, and I'm honored to be the graduate speaker for the School of Health and Natural Sciences. I would like to thank President Hall, Interim Dean Golis, as well as the faculty for selecting me to speak today. I'm not what you would call a typical health sciences student. I graduated with my bachelor's degree in biology from the College of New Jersey in 2009, and then I spent the next 10 years as a server and a bartender. I also began practicing the sport of mixed martial arts, eventually becoming an assistant coach. I tore my ACL while working with one of my students, which led me to my first experience in the world of physical therapy. I fell in love with the field, left my job as a bartender, started work as an aide, and began applying to physical therapy programs. The faculty of Mercy College takes pride in reviewing all applications individually, rather than eliminating a candidate simply based on GPA, or in my case, time since taking prerequisites. Of all the schools I applied to, and there were many, Mercy was the only one to give an atypical student such as myself the chance of an interview, and I'm glad they did. I remember the first day of PT school well. In many ways, it feels like it was only yesterday. The class was Patient-Client Management 1, and Dr. Hyland eased us in with a team-building exercise where we had to create a group of individuals that we thought would survive on a deserted island. Leaving that class, I remember thinking that maybe grad school would be easier than I imagined. The next morning was our first physiology class. It was scheduled to be 4.5 hours, but the professor managed to cover all the material, 4 textbook chapters worth, in 2. For me, that was the first uh-oh moment. However, it turned out my fears were unfounded, as this professor ended up being a class favorite who went on to teach us pharmacology as well. The rest of the program was similar, moments of feeling completely overwhelmed, interspersed with experiences that really pulled us together. The Mercy faculty has mentioned often that they don't admit individual students, but rather want to build a class, a community of people who complement one another. I can only speak from my experience, but I think the faculty were incredibly successful in this respect. We were lucky enough to have a semester and a half of in-person classes to get to know one another and pull together as a team before the pandemic, and I think that helped carry us through the next few years of chaos. In addition, and against all odds, our program was able to rearrange the curriculum and our clinical rotations to allow us to graduate on time. Grad school in the health professions is hard. It can be lonely. No one can really understand who isn't or hasn't gone through it themselves. Every professor has left a mark on each of us in some way. When I was feeling overwhelmed during the second semester, my advisor, Dr. Gurley, sat and talked with me for 45 minutes on what should have been his lunch break to help get me back on track. I often thought about how much easier it would have been to drop out, and I know that I wouldn't be here today without him and the help of my classmates. We helped one another cross the finish line each semester, and I know there were plenty of times that I was the one being carried. This experience has created a bond between all of us, and I would like to thank my fellow DPTs for helping me along the journey. To the families, friends, loved ones, significant others, partners, and spouses of the graduates, I want to say thank you for supporting us, for taking care of us, reminding us to eat and sleep, and just being there for us. Today, all the focus is on the graduates, and not enough attention goes to the role that all of you played. From the late nights to the early mornings, the absent weekends, the missed events, your love and support has meant everything. Just know that whether we say it or not, we noticed all you did, and we appreciate you. I want to leave you all with some words of wisdom we have often heard throughout the program. Remember, we treat people, not conditions. What may be just another busy day for you at work is very likely not for your patient. Treat them with compassion as you would want someone to treat a member of your own family. To those of you out there who, like me, struggle with imposter syndrome and maybe still need to hear this, you are worthy, you deserve to be here, and you've earned this. Be great. Thank you for your time, and congratulations to all.
Thank you, Adam.